So I'm 16. I never really felt attractive at that age. And I had my own friend group of like nerds and rather nice people. And I saw girls being interested with many boys, obviously crushing, like talking over them and stuff like that, like all the stuff you hear in college. And sorry, not college in English, it's just school, yeah. And I always thought that I was so unlucky and being myself was the way, right? Like girls never really walked my way or saw me as anything more than a classmate. Whereas other boys were literally being fantasized about and I could fucking hear that in the back of the room or whatever. So I was acting like myself, like the nice, like respectful boy. And I had no physique, good character, no purpose or any type of charisma, but that was not the reason I was not liked. It was just because I was unlucky, right? That's what everybody tells themselves, even if they're not acknowledging that. And there's always that one girl for everybody, and there's always going to be my turn or your turn, so we should just wait and kind of just wait for that person. That's what we're obviously told. And love is unconditional, and I think they're supposed to love me like that, and you're just supposed to act like you, and that's all fine. That's this whole story, right? And so that's how I lived for about until I was probably 16, 17. That sounds realistic, and you can imagine that until that time I was really not really that popular amongst girls especially. And that version of me never really lived long enough to see if a girl would love him in the end, because I turned into me, not even if it was a direct changeover. So does that story sound familiar to you? Maybe you're still that person, maybe you haven't changed. If yes, this video is for you, and if not, then you should take other important lessons from this video, because girls are a reflection of your life. This is not something that I'm saying. I've heard this many times before. The reason you're not getting any girls or you don't have a girlfriend is most likely because you're not disciplined enough to have your own style, care for yourself, your physique, appearance, style, etc., stuff like that. So it's not just girls. It's not me obsessing over anything. I'm just making this video because I probably would have wanted to hear that when I was younger. And so let's get straight to that point. I don't want to waste your time any longer. I've never heard anybody telling me that I need to improve myself rather than staying the unwanted loser and that I don't get any attraction because I am actually unattractive. Does that make sense? So you're not getting any attraction because or equal to you're not attractive. It's kind of correlates, but it's like direct proportionality. It's not because you're unlucky, bro. And let's go back to the fundamentals, because I genuinely want to prove this point to you. Why do you get in a relationship? It's because you, whether you accept it or not, you want to feel validated and you want to be the one for that person, right? By the way, I might look like here because there's the sun shining in my eyes. And although you want to love your partner, the main reason is actually you. If I told you you would be in a relationship without feeling more validated or special or love from that person, you probably would say no or think twice about it if you're really desperate. And so the main reason you love is you. Does that make sense? And this also adds a condition to it, which I'll get to later. It all links back to the fact that you love someone for your own sake, and this also means that your partner will most likely not choose you if they didn't get anything in return, because otherwise they would be living your life, no? Makes sense? So till now that's fine. So the condition of love is that you get something from it. Makes sense? You give and take, but you give for the other person to take, so that both of you in the end mutually take from this relationship. So now, how does that link back to my story and our issue? First of all, your partner will be expecting you to make her feel uplifted and good, that she's happy with you, right? She wants to feel special, loved, or all these emotions of whatever, from whatever reason or condition. And would she really fulfill those needs if she was with the guy who doesn't have good looks, personality, or a physique that shows her, okay, I'm taking care of myself, so I would take care of you, so I would contribute positivity in your life, right? Whether it's one way or the other. So, little biceps flex, jokes aside. Where was I? I grew up with Disney movies, and that's kind of why the reason I'm thinking like that. And also you'll see that type of stuff in like stuff like anime, where the bad guy, the loser, always gets like found by a princess, some pretty girl, and he's always so he finds his love because he's the main character and everything, right? That's what we're all used to. I already see that this video is not going to be that long because getting my points across. This is unfortunately a lie, and that mentality is the reason most guys actually fail and wait pretty much till they die to change themselves, if they change anyway. And they end up telling themselves the lie that the bad guys always get the girls because they're so unlucky and they're just not born like that and they're born so nice and all for fucking bullshit. That's pissing me off because I used to be like that. If you can relate to a problem because you were like that, it's most likely gonna impact you more personally. So trust me, the truth is that you don't deserve to be liked by a girl as the person you are now. As the person you are now. This is the most important key. This is actually what summarizes the video that I'm making. Otherwise, you would be liked. So I promise you that you're not unlucky, and the girl that you're fantasizing over, or the girl that's supposed to have you, is not being bored. She's not so unlucky because she doesn't have you, or she's not waiting for you or anything. She's busy thinking about the other boy. And yeah, this is the truth. You are drowning in your own potential. Hear this. You are drowning in your own potential while there's boys, men, whatever, who are being fantasized about by multiple girls. Does that not piss you off? I mean, I changed because that type of stuff pissed me off. I realized that it was like that, and that life really wasn't as fair or whatever, the fairy tale that you're sold to. So you need to humble yourself to want to change yourself. Does that make sense? The guy who thinks he's perfect will be outworked by the guy who thinks who's actually like good looking, charismatic, but he knows he has more potential in him. So this is kind of a big topic, and I understand that you might think that I've kind of strived away from the topic, but this means that you need to humble yourself to understand that you need to provide to take yourself. And your reason for providing should not be to take. Your reason for providing which should come naturally, because you are that person. The sun's finally gone, by the way. So before it gets too dark, I just want to get into the issue and just finally summarize this for you, because most guys are just sold this lie that they have to be themselves and they just have to wait for that person. No, that person's not going to come. And I've realized that way too late. I've realized that once I actually got the attraction from people, even if it came after I stopped really caring about it, because I stopped fantasizing about people, and I was never, I never really thought about it too much. I just wanted to let it get to me, but that's not who you are. You have to understand. You have to look in the mirror and understand. This is the mirror, let's say. See the screen right here? I'm asking myself right now, what am I providing, and would I, if I was a woman, would like to be with me? Because what do I give myself as a woman, as the woman, and what even would be the reason a guy like me would be wanted? So I understand that this might make a paradigm shift. Maybe other people would notice already. You take as a result of you giving. All these celebrities that are being fantasized and love and all this, and these hundreds of girls wanting to take pictures with them, following him, oh my god, can you meet me, whatever. I understand that you think that girls are shy, but I promise you, the right girl for the right boy will not be shy at all. She will be ready to risk it, because for her, the how do I say this? The fear of being rejected is worth the risk. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I don't want to go into that way more, because I've told you the way it is. So the rest is up to you, man. The rest is up to you to think. Maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong. You don't have to agree with me. You can stay the way you are. If you're not getting attraction and you don't change, obviously it's not going to do much. But this is something that I needed to hear, so hope this helps.